That's sexy.
I try.
All right, dude.
Hard.
Honey Bun and I, the other night, lying in each other's arms, wheezing. Honest to God, I'm laying there in bed, and I told her, I was like, I know that this is a serious relationship that we're in. And she said, how's that? I was like, because I really want to hold you right here, and I smell like, ass, and I can't breathe through my nose, and my face is all puffy, and none of that matters.
Then how did you know that you smell like ass?
Because I hadn't had a shower in 2 days.
But you also didn't do shit.
That's true. My couch kind of has a funk, though.
Two guys, one podcast. I'm one guy. No pinching, only punching. What kind of girl do you think I am? Two guys, one podcast.
And I'm the other. Yes. No, I'm not kidding you, but yes, there was. It is my favorite part of the show.
Two guys, one podcast.
I don't even remember what we were talking about, but I'm almost positive you're wrong.
Two guys, one podcast. And this is the podcast.
Welcome to Two Guys, One Podcast. I'm one guy.
And I'm the other.
And this is the podcast. It feels so good to be back. Oh, a long time we have wandered in the wilderness through the plague and holidays at other people's houses. And, hey, my sister got married. I forgot all about that. My sister got married.
I forgot about that too.
Also, we crowned a national champion last night in horse polo, right? Or something? No. College football. That's what it was. Yes. No?
I didn't hear the first part of that, man.
Oh, you weren't paying attention.
No, I heard horse polo, and I couldn't figure out how the fuck we got there.
Yeah, no, I said we crowned a national champion last night, of course.
That's the part I missed.
In horse polo,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Or no. So congratulations to all of you that are University of Alabama fans or SEC fans, etc. 7 in a row is pretty impressive. The game was the opposite of impressive.
Yes, it was not. I mean,
did you watch the whole thing?
Yeah, I did. I watched.
It was strangely compelling to me. Just because it was such a dominant performance. Like I really had convinced myself that Notre Dame was a very good team, and I still think they are a pretty good team. But they just got so completely housed. It was really impressive. That part of it was impressive and compelling, even if the actual game itself was pretty terrible. Also compelling was Brent Musburger's continued flattery of the Alabama quarterback's girlfriend.
Yeah,
Brent Musburger, if you don't know sports, he's 112 years old. He literally looks like the Crypt Keeper now. He's like a little shrunken head on top of a large suit in a body. I mean, it literally looks like they brought in a robot stand-up to hold up the body of Brent Musburger or something, Like, here's a robot frame to hold him onto. Anyway, he's very old. He's got a particular way about him. He's got an exciting way of calling college football. He's been around for a million years.
Very old school way of calling football.
He went overboard, though, about McCarron's girlfriend. What a good-looking woman. What a beautiful woman. Oh, the quarterbacks. Quarterbacks get all the good-looking women.
I'd like to take my dentures out and munch on that flappy coo-pappy.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I mean, he went above and beyond. As a future dirty old man myself, though, I like to hope.
You're already, I'm announcing it now. So when I do become a dirty old man, I told you so.
Yeah, I'm a dirty young man now. Why would I not expect to be a dirty old man? Even if I lose the ability to chase skirt, I hope to always want to chase skirt. You know what I mean?
That's been wifed out of me.
I'm saying even hers. Okay, maybe it's only one skirt that you want to chase now, but I'm saying I want that. I want to be the guy making boy, if I was 25 years younger, I'd roll up my sleeves and go to town on her, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
If I had the $14 for Viagra and didn't mind the rape charges.
Exactly. I'd get myself in a lot of trouble tonight, boys. Yeah, that's what I'm like. You and me playing chess over the thing. A jogger runs by. Yeah, I want to be come back here and take a load off on my lap. Why don't you, huh?
And I would be the guy going, boy, what'd you do with that? You couldn't even. What? You can't even look at it straight with your glaucoma.
Let me promise you, when I get old enough, I'm going to retire to California. Glaucoma will not be a problem of mine. That's all I'm saying. I'm going to get myself a car, and I'll make sure I take care of all of my sight problems.
You got a hard enough time just trying to empty your bladder, much less get an erection.
So what else happened? There was no apocalypse. It was a very, very pitiful apocalypse. Nobody, the world did not end. That's the good news.
Unless you're actually someone who died on the 21st.
Well, yeah, I mean, I suppose that's possible. Maybe,
Then, I mean, you you fucking die. And you're like, it is the apocalypse. Like every dead person on the 21st literally believed in the last moments.
You think they're like waiting?
The apocalypse was happening.
They're waiting in purgatory, like, and St. Peter has to explain to them. They're like, why isn't the line any longer? And he's like, well, look, it wasn't. It was just a bus. It was just one bus hit you, just you, just. It was a normal day for everybody else.
It wasn't because giant aliens took over the bus or a comet hit it. You just didn't look both ways, fella.
You just didn't look both ways, man. I don't know what to tell you. I'm very, very sorry. We got some nice parting gifts for you, though.
This would be departing gifts.
Yeah, indeed. So you wanted to talk about dreams tonight.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I've been having some weird dreams, which is not normal. And then my wife also talks in her sleep.
That's fucking scary.
Dude, especially the stuff that she says.
Oh, what did she say?
So she cackled once. Not she did not laugh. It wasn't a giggle. She cackled.
Which is like a ha 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 ha.
Yeah. Scared the shit out of me. And I asked her, nurse like, baby, are you awake? And she follows the cackle up with, all of them boats are gonna sink. And cackled again.
Your wife may be possessed by the spirit of a 16th century sea witch of some sort. And Ursula,
hey,
if
let
you
me tell
will.
you, man. For the next after that, for the next couple of days, I mean, I kept an ear to the news, man.
Seeing if if there's some ships sinking.
Yeah.
I don't dream anymore, really, at all. Like I haven't dreamed. If I do, I don't remember them anyway. I sleep very soundly while I sleep. I don't sleep for very long at a time, though. Like I wake up a lot during the night. I drink a lot of fluids for one thing, and I end up getting up and peeing a lot. That's the very frankness of it. But I used to have like a lot of pretty vivid dreams, and the ex-wife was also, she talked in her sleep. Like she would never say specific things. The thing with her though was that like she would literally scream bloody murder sometimes. Like if she was having a nightmare, she would stay in the nightmare for quite some time and just audibly let you know that it was terrifying before she ever woke up and came out of it. It was weird and very uncomfortable to sleep beside, yes.
Yeah. What about reoccurring dreams? I mean, you may not dream now, but at some point.
Yeah. I had several recurring dreams. I think all of the ones that I remember anyway, all the ones that would like come up on a regular basis were some variation on the falling dream. Like, a lot of people have.
I've never had that
You've
dream.
never had the falling dream? Have you ever had any dream, like at the beginning of your sleep cycle, that you wake abruptly from in a horrific fashion? No? Okay. Well, because not all of the falling dreams necessarily have to be falling. One of mine was Gremlins based. Now, the one of my falling, like the earliest falling dream, my father was a bow hunter and a hunter period, but he also was an archer. And on the house that I grew up in, we had a separated carport, garage, whatever. And he would climb on top of that, set up a target or two in the backyard, and would practice archery off the top of the roof. And as soon as we were old enough to obey, he would like help us climb up on the roof with him, and we could sit beside him while he shot. we couldn't play on the roof by ourselves. But as soon as he was sure that we would sit there and wait for him, we could get up on the roof. And I loved it, but at the same time, I was terrified of heights.
I would never do that.
Get your kid on the roof?
Yeah, that's too easy. You put him out running in the yard. That's harder to hit.
Well, he wasn't shooting at the children, obviously. You psychopath. No, so I loved it, but at the same time, I was also very I loved it because I liked being with my dad. I was terrified of heights, though, even as a very young boy, and it manifested. The falling dream was I was on a stool. I was on a gigantic stool. And the roof to my garage was now tin instead of shingles like it actually was. And I had 2 gigantic drumsticks, and I was banging on the tin roof on the garage. And then suddenly the stool would evaporate and disappear. And then I would fall. And it was, 12, 13 stories high suddenly, the garage that I was playing on. That was the first falling dream. The other one that still sticks out of my memory, and occasionally even now, I get a little upset thinking about it, the Gremlins one. It's towards the end of the first Gremlins movie. I can't remember the kid's name, but the main character and Mowgli. Mowgli, is that his name? No, that's not his name.
No, Mowgli's from
Gizmo.
Jungle
Yes, of course.
God.
Gizmo and the kid.
He's a Mogwai.
Yes, I know that's why I was thinking the name. Anyway, they're in the department store chasing down Spike, right?
Oh, yeah, and he's in the car, man.
Yes.
He's in the Barbie car.
Okay. But Spike is hunting them while they're hunting him, right? And at one point, he begins shooting a bow and arrow at the boy. The dream is I am running through the aisles.
No, I don't. Does Spike do that?
Yes, Spike shoots a bow. Maybe it's a crossbow. He shoots bolts at the boy, whatever his name is,
but
Andy or whatever.
Doesn't Gizmo come in and have the fucking bandana Rambo style on?
Yeah, but he doesn't shoot an arrow at he lights he just sets a fire with the arrow. He doesn't hit anybody with the arrow.
Okay.
Anyway, I was chased through the aisles of the department store by Spike, finally cornered. He's got me dead into nothing. He fires the bolt, and then suddenly I wake up, just before it hits my chest. That was the other recurring dream. Yeah.
What a pussy.
Oh, fuck you.
It's you with one gremlin in a department store. Even if he hits you with one bolt, look, this dude's been shooting a crossbow for literally minutes. I don't think his aim's exactly perfect yet. Charge him, dude.
Yeah, no, fuck that, man. If the Gremlins ever happens to me, I'm the first guy that dies in that movie. Whoever the first guy is that dies, the guy that gets caught completely unawares, I'm that guy. I'm out in the horror movie early. No, I'm a dude that loves action movies. I am not a dude who ever believes that he could be an action hero.
That's dude, that exact scene is like taking The Predator and making it for toddlers. Is really what that is.
Well, to be fair to myself, when I was having this recurring dream, I was about 6 or 7. So, there's that.
So you're saying you're 4 years too old to be having that dream.
Whatever. A 7-year-old versus fucking Spike, I think, is a fair fight.
Apparently it wasn't. You just fucking ran. I have 2 reoccurring dreams. And I haven't had either one for a while. But one of them is I'm being chased by a tornado. And it's the same dream. I have it a couple of different ways. Sometimes it's literally me in the woods fucking running and the tornado's just coming at me, ripping up trees, and then other tornadoes will pop down and I'm just being fucking surrounded by tornadoes. Sometimes I'm in a car and I got my friends. I'm trying to protect my friends from the tornado. But this giant storm's going on, world-ending storm. And yeah, so that's one of them.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I have any storm dreams. I don't know. Go ahead. What's the other one?
I know what both of them mean. And in the other dream, it's just a weird dream, man. It's not painful. It's never painful in the dream. It never hurts. But I used to dream a lot about my teeth falling out.
Huh. Like in The Fly? All of a sudden you're just like, what? Oh, and then all of a sudden your tooth falls out?
Yeah.
What is that about? Oh, wow. That's weird.
It's me dealing with getting older.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think.
I never had that one either.
Yeah, or at least that's how. I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's a dream expert out there that goes, "You're completely fucking wrong. You just have cavities, fuckhead." But no, I think my teeth falling out is me trying to deal with aging. And the other one I have when I feel like stuff's going on at work or at home, and I just feel like I don't have control, is when I have the tornado dream.
Huh. There was one storm dream that I had when I was a kid, but it was the most fucked up storm ever. The same house with the separated garage and the that I would dream about the tin roof. We were in that house, like
it wasn't
in the dream.
Hail, it was fucking fireballs. The wind came out like fucking silly string, but it was like acid silly string.
No.
It would melt your skin if it hit you.
It was very simple again. Very simple again.
I was about to say, because that's a fucked up storm.
It's like you in the dream. All of a sudden, I am awake and in the house, and I'm there alone with my sister, and at times maybe my the next door neighbor's kids or whatever. But the point is that there are no adults in the house. It's just the kids.
Were the next door neighbor kids like
2 girls?
Yeah, so
2 girls.
Yeah.
No, it's not like that. So anyway, but it would be some arrangement of the 3 or 4 of us or whatever, or the couple of us, 3, 4 of us, whatever, and then all of a sudden. It would start flooding, like literally, like a downpour of tremendous amounts, but also literally just rolling water. Like this water had been coming from somewhere else and been building up over time, a gigantic wall of water.
A dam burst.
Yes. And so we'd batten down all the doors and everything, and the water begins to seep into the house. And then suddenly we realize
Do you
that the
use
water.
the word batten in your dream?
Well, no, but
Like,
that's how.
batten down the kitchen window.
No, that's
Go
how I
from
would
next
describe
door,
it now.
Batten down the living room.
No, I was a pretentious ass at 7, but I wasn't that pretentious an ass. What was coming with the water, though, are these massive numbers of alligators. Just small alligators, most of them, like less than 36 inches long. Like you're talking just a couple of feet. But alligators, nonetheless, biting, snapping, fucking angry alligators. And at some point, there's like a hole in the door, or one of them cracks a window or something, and all of a sudden there's some in the house, and we're having to fight the alligators individually while both
Did you just,
trying to keep them out.
swing from the vines and jump on their heads and then swing over to the...
Yeah, my house didn't turn into Pitfall. It just all of a sudden had a bunch of alligators in it. I don't understand why. But anyway,
here's what I like
that was
about
the
it.
other recurring dream.
You had 2 dreams in which they could have been massively frightening, and you chiled both of them down. The Predator's not fucking chasing me. Spike from Gizmo. It's not 10, 12, 14-foot alligators. 2-foot alligators, but they're fucking everywhere.
There's millions of them. Maybe that has influenced my. What did we talk about one time? Would you rather have 100 duck-sized horses? No. Would you rather have to fight 10 horse-sized ducks or 100 duck-sized horses or something like that? Yeah, and I chose the 100 duck-sized horses, right? Yeah, fuck yeah, I did. Because I want the small. I know I've developed an ability to deal with the small bad guy, even in large numbers.
Even if it's
I got a
10
plan.
fucking.
I'm not Arnold Schwarzenegger. I got nothing for the Predator.
Dude, that's just 10 bullets, man.
Yeah, I don't have any bullets. I don't have any bullets. That's what I'm saying. I don't have any bullets.
Mate, you should find some.
Well, then I would also need to find something to fire them with. And apparently, the president doesn't want to let us have those anymore. So that's not true. Don't believe everything you read online.
I was going to say, don't believe everything your dad tells you.
Yeah, exactly.
I've got a word of the day, by the way.
Oh, good.
I think it's very topical. Resolutionist. Do you want to
Resolutionist.
Yeah.
I'm going to say someone who is anal retentive about the quality of their television set. No.
That's not even
remotely.
Not even in the same. It's not even the same sport.
That's what I thought. My bad.
How's that topical?
I don't know. I'll be over here.
All right. Resolutionist. A person who joins the gym in early January because of their New Year's resolution. Resolutionists can be spotted by their pasty white skin, excessive fat, poor form, and blank look on their face as they stand next to any piece of gym equipment. Resolutionists usually migrate back to the couch anytime from mid-January to early March.
Yeah, there's I have only been a member of a gym twice in my life.
Has it been at the beginning of a year?
No, I've never been a New Year's resolution kind of guy. My deal was just the gym was never realistic because I don't like other people and I don't like going out in public really at all, and I don't like to be confronted with other human beings. I like humanity. I dislike human beings. So I try to avoid them at all costs. I would really love for one human being that I could stand for a couple of hours a week to be my physical trainer and for me to have all the equipment like at my house and for them to come and do it to me. That would be great. And someday when I'm wealthy, I will have such. Until then, I will probably not be very well defined.
I used to be a New Year's resolution kind of guy, but I'm not anymore.
Well, that's because you're much more realistic. Like, you live in the middle of the year. Like, you have, first off, you develop budgets and projections. So, by doing that in your business, I think you've developed the ability and the habit of doing it in your own personal life too. I think you have realistic expectations for the growth and the ability for growth over the course of any calendar year, whereas most people don't. Like, most people think they can change themselves overnight, and that is never, ever the case.
Dude, I think you're giving me way too much credit. I don't make resolutions anymore because my last resolution was to stop making resolutions.
You're just really good at that one.
It's the only one I've stuck to.
Nice. So the dictionary, UrbanDictionary.com word of the day, resolutionist.
Resolutionist.
I like that. Okay, we'll try to get that one in. Trying to see what. Okay, so had a news item here for you. If it'll pull up.
So here's the deal. I don't know the specifics of this news article. I was listening to CNN.com. I was listening to CNN radio, rather, and had to get out of my vehicle before they teased it. Like this was coming up, but I never heard it.
This is from the New York Daily News, which, by the way, is my new favorite news publication. After they posted the photo of Rex Ryan's tattoo. Have you seen that?
Is that a real?
It is a real, honest-to-God tattoo. Sources that are close to Rex Ryan say that he's had it for years, and just nobody in the Jets organization knew about it.
No.
Yes.
I'm thinking he got this as a joke while he's on vacation.
No, Rex Ryan has a photo or a tattoo on his right bicep of his wife, or a woman that looks very much like his wife, wearing nothing but a Mark Sanchez jersey. You think that's sexy?
Why wouldn't he put his own name on the back of the jersey?
That's what I don't understand. Like, you're the coach. You could just make it Ryan. Like, you don't have to pick another number.
I mean, he's like, for the rest of his life.
Make it Joe Namath.
Yeah, for the rest of his life, he's going to have Sanchez on his arm.
Yeah.
And his wife wearing nothing but that.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's the dirty Sanchez, man.
It's weird. This and other things is the reason why I like the New York Daily News. Headline, Icelandic air passenger taped to his seat, gagged after drunken rampage aboard JFK-bound flight. So much for the friendly skies. Gudmundur Karl Arthurson.
Wait.
Yes, his name is Gudmundur. Gudmundur Karl Arthurson of Iceland was taped to his seat and gagged on Thursday during a New York-bound flight after consuming an entire bottle of duty-free alcohol and accosting several passengers. A Reddit user who goes by the name of Mazane posted the incredible photo of the subdued 46-year-old and offered the first-hand account of what led to the duct tape confinement. He drank an entire bottle of some duty-free alcohol. Then he tried grabbing the women who were sitting next to him, screaming that "we're going to crash," Mazane wrote. Finally, he started choking a guy next to him, and that's when a huge crowd restrained him and tied him up. This was 2 hours into a 6-hour flight. The unruly passenger also spat on several other passengers, Mazane said. Icelandic Air confirmed that the crew had helped restrain Arthurson. That's right, the crew helped, ladies and gentlemen. I like that everybody pitched in together. That's what I like. That it is the friendly skies. Hey, we got an asshole on board. Can I get 5 or 6 guys up here to tape him down to his seat, please?
Here's my question. Where's the air marshal?
That's a good. Well, I mean, but the air marshal, maybe that's an American thing. Maybe the Icelandic Airlines don't have
Really?
an armed guard. Maybe I don't know. Let's see. Okay,
I
so
mean, with duct tape and fucking zip ties, who needs an armed guard?
yeah, indeed. So the crew, yeah, okay, so it was the crew had helped restrain Arthurson, who was escorted off the flight by Port Authority police and taken to a nearby hospital. Few of the other passengers came forward to give their account to police, and Arthurson has not been charged in the matter. New York businessman and author Andy Elwood posted a picture of the man shortly after receiving it from a friend who was on board the Icelandic Air flight. My friend was on the flight, and he sent me the photo because we like to trade travel war stories, Elwood told NBC News. The photo, which is probably going to be, it's definitely going to be on twoguysonepod.com this week. It's an awesome photo. They've got this guy completely taped up, and I, for one, say, hooray. Who has not been in a plane? I mean, I don't know how many times you've flown. If you've flown more than once, I guarantee you've been on the flight with a real asshole. Like somebody that's rude to the stewardesses.
No,
That's
never.
No? Really?
No, yeah.
Oh, man. Every single flight I'm on, there's at least one.
Really?
Yes. Always.
Huh.
One guy that thinks his time, and it's almost always a man, by the way, because I mean, look, women can be a handful, don't get me wrong, but this is one way in which most women don't misbehave. One guy thinks his time is so much more important than everybody else on the plane. Like, we all hate going through TSA. We all hate putting our bags in that little bitty fucking box. We all hate how tight the seats are and how the whole cabin's fucking hot when you get on.
None of that bothers me.
Well, most people hate all of that, but I'm saying we're all
Why?
going through it together
Why?
because it's all slight inconveniences.
You are flying in the air, traveling at rates you cannot travel on the ground. You
I'm
can
aware.
fly across the country in one day.
I'm aware. In a couple of hours, even.
Yeah, that's amazing. And people. I don't believe that most people hate all of those things.
You got to give us feedback then. Write us 2guys1pod at me.com. 2guys1pod, all spelled out, no numbers in that.
Why would
at
you
me.com.
Why would you hate? Why would you hate?
I say that everybody hates it because fucking comedians talk about it incessantly. I'm assuming that somebody other than them and me feel those things. Like these are common experiences. TSA is a real fucking hassle. Now, it's not a big hassle in the scheme of things because, yes, you're right. We're being hurtled across the earth towards our destination.
Safely.
Yeah, it was significantly more safely than cars are able to do, et cetera. So, yes, I know all of those statistics.
No,
and
but
I'm saying,
even safer because of TSA.
and that's why most people hold that shit in and they just grin and bear it and get through it because everybody else is going through the same thing that you are. It's not that big a deal. I'm saying the one asshole is the guy who can't put those – he can't put himself in the place to realize that the same things that bother him bother everyone else. We've just all dealt with it. That's my point.
They don't.
But you don't – you saying they don't. It's me and the asshole. I'm just nice about it, huh? I
Or a
just bear
pussy.
my shit in silence?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it was a tiny plane, you'd handle that shit. No, I have. You know what? I've flown several times, and dude, every time I get on a plane, especially if I'm by myself, you more younger so than now, but you always like picture in your head like, oh, I'm gonna go on the plane and there's gonna be this fucking hot blonde next to me or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that shit never happens.
Never, ever.
Except it did once.
Really?
Yes. Couldn't have been the worst time for this shit to happen. It's a true story.
Had you just gotten engaged?
No, we were flying back from our honeymoon.
Oh, nice.
And so we were flying out of Italy, right?
Right.
So we're flying out of Italy. My wife has the aisle seat. I have the middle seat, and somebody has the window seat. So we get on. I shit you not, man. To my right, on next to the window, is a fucking Russian mail order bride.
Nice. America, very big country?
Which I thought didn't really think existed. I thought it was something just on TV shows, whatever, for a joke.
That shit's real.
Yeah. And she was, she was good looking, man.
I mean, she looked like the Kornikova.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They all look like that. That's what we've been told.
Dude, she's real good looking. And here's the thing is, so we get on, and like she's going to meet her husband in America.
Nice.
And we start talking and, tell her that I'm newly married and, all this. And she starts flirting or whatever. I'm polite back, which you should never be in that situation, apparently.
You should cut it off.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I don't know if I was clear on this, but I'm here with my wife, who I love very much.
Yeah.
The kind of language that you were just having with me, ma'am, is inappropriate in our culture. And I think the first thing you need to learn before you come to the United States is this is not a way to act, young lady.
But here's the thing is she was like talking about how she's going to be a good
Forgive
wife.
me if I cross my leg the other direction.
Yeah, she was talking about how she was going to be a good wife and she was going to cook and clean and be this 1950s version of wife
Right.
here in America, which every guy wants. I don't care what you say. Every guy wants that.
I think Eddie Murphy explained how that works pretty well, though.
So my wife starts to get pissed, and reasonably so. I would not have made this mistake now. Learned. We go to pull away to start taxiing down. Goddamn plane breaks down. We're stuck on the fucking tarmac for 5 goddamn hours.
You were kidding me.
No. A pissed off wife on my left. A hot, flirty Russian mail order bride on my right. And we cannot fucking leave.
Nice. That's why you got to fly Virgin, where you can get up and go to the bar.
Oh no, yeah, they let us drink whatever we want to drink.
No, what I'm saying, on the Virgin planes, you can get up and go to the bar.
Oh yeah,
yeah. They've got the lounge. Like in the. You've not seen, dude? I can't. Like, I want to go to L.A. just so I can get on a Virgin flight. Like that's like I don't even want to go to Los Angeles. I just want to go there so I can take a Virgin plane somewhere. Mostly because I want to fly like fucking Richard Branson. That's really what it's about.
You just haven't been in too many Virgins.
None, actually. Not a single one. Not a single one. Kind of pride myself on it.
Nice.
I never boldly go where no man has gone before.
Nice.
That is a resolution that I couldn't get back around. I couldn't make myself a resolutionist because of it.
Yeah. So, but here's the deal, man. The one time that the thing happens, it doesn't happen at like the TV scene doesn't happen as you imagine it.
No, not remotely.
Yeah, and let me tell you, she did not have a resolutionist body, if you know what I'm saying.
Yes, I do. And ding, 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 you're the winner. Bastard.
Winner.
Son of a bitch. Nice. Did you hear what Kevin Garnett said to Carmelo Anthony? This isn't the beginning of a joke, by the way.
Oh, not a clue.
Okay. They got into a big tussle last night. They got into a big fight.
They played against each other.
Yes, the Knicks and the Celtics.
Right.
KG is historically well known for trash talking.
Okay.
He is an ass, is what he is. And apparently he went a little too far with Carmelo, and Carmelo just could not get it out of his head. They both got double technicals on the court. The Knicks end up losing the game. After the game, Carmelo goes through the wrong tunnel. He doesn't go through the tunnel with the home team. He goes through the visitors' tunnel, goes back to the Celtics locker room, and lurks outside the Celtics locker room trying to get
nice
to KG.
Use the word lurk.
Indeed, thanks. He's trying to get to KG there. Security runs him off from there one way or the other. The coach is now with him at this point.
You're talking about Carmelo's doing this.
Yeah, Carmelo Anthony is literally stalking him in the back like it's a fucking wrestling match or something. He goes all the way to the fucking bus. Mike Woodson's out there trying to talk him out of it.
Didn't somebody do this not too long ago too?
No, I did. This is the first time I've heard of this in a long time. Stands there waiting on the bus, waiting for KG to come out to the bus. They have to get a security personnel there at Madison Square Garden or whatever to separate them and to keep them apart and stuff. KG eventually leaves. Carmelo wasn't done then. He fucking called him on the plane. Called KG on the plane to try to talk with him, and then called him when he got back to Boston trying to talk to him about it again.
What did he say? Carmelo
would never say it out loud, but reports are, I got on the Google and discovered what the word on the street is that KG told Carmelo sometime during the heat of the game there, among other things, talking trash about him, he says, your wife, Lala Vasquez, by the way, is Carmelo Anthony's wife. She's well known. She's on TV. I think she's on like the Real Housewives of something. And she, I don't know, she's a reality TV star, maybe an actress too in her own right. Doesn't matter. She's a beautiful young woman. He says, your wife tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios.
Why is that a bad thing?
it implies that it's he might as well have said, I fucked your wife.
Maybe KG just trying to keep his cholesterol down, man.
Yeah, no, sir. No, sir. That it implies not only did I fuck your wife, I fucked her intimately. I ate her out.
There's no other way to. I'm not. Point is, who cares? It's trash talking. It's a basketball game. There's no way you're telling me that's the first time somebody said he fucked his wife. No way you're telling me that's the first time.
I think that's you don't think that crosses a line?
That's the point.
No.
If you're in,
look, we're all
like,
professionals.
Shit like that is said.
I don't think
fucking
so.
Little League.
I don't think so, man. I think that goes above and beyond anything that anybody should expect to be able to put up with in the course of a game.
No.
Here's the deal: he's going to get fined.
It's the whole thing. All's fair in love and war.
Oh man,
Sports,
I cannot agree with
sports
that.
It's always used to equate war. It's a battlefield. The court is a battlefield. The whole premise of the movie Basketball, in some ways, to parody that.
Man, I don't know, dude. That shit's fucked up. That shit's fucked up, man. If I was Carmelo, I probably would have chased his ass out of the building too. That's all I'm saying.
You make millions of dollars. If that is what he said, the only thing that does is make Carmelo look like he got something to be worried about.
Oh man, I disagree with that.
Bullshit. If you are secure,
you don't think there's something about defending honor?
No, it's a game. You're in the middle of a game, and guess what? Guess who won? KG. Shit worked, didn't it?
Maybe that once. That shit's cheap, man. KG's a punk. That's my opinion on it. We'd love to hear your opinion.
I disagree wholeheartedly. Trash talking is part of the game, man.
That's bush league.
It's
dude.
gamesmanship.
That's bullshit.
I disagree. Michael Jordan is the worst trash talker in the history of fucking trash talking.
I don't think he ever said some shit like that.
Oh, I bet he said worse.
All I'm saying is
that dude got graphic about it.
Tupac and Biggie had this conversation, and they both got shot over it. That's all I'm saying. Like, this is the exact conversation.
Yeah, you know why they both got shot over it? Because they're fucking dumbass thugs.
And I'm saying KG's no better. That's what I'm saying. When you stoop to that level, something's wrong with you.
No, it's not. If you talk about it and that other person gets so impassioned and so irate, there's something wrong with that dude.
I think you're full of shit.
To shoot somebody because he said he fucked your wife, you're fucking stupid.
I didn't say that KG would have. I didn't say that I would have shot him. I said if I'd been Carmelo, I probably would have chased his ass out of the building too, dude. I think it's crazy that you don't think there's at least an argument to be made for that.
If somebody tells me if I'm playing I don't care, pool, tiddlywinks, basketball, whatever, and somebody has to say, "Oh, I fucked your wife." Well, all right, I'm pretty good at what I'm doing to get you to have said that.
Yeah, maybe so. We're going to agree to disagree on this one. I'd like your feedback, though, please. Am I alone? Am I the only crazy person? 2guys1pod@me.com.
So you're defending. You think Carmelo Anthony has acted rational in this situation? If it is true, that's what KG said.
Maybe rational is not the right word. I'm saying I would have done my actions would have been very similar.
Yeah, you know what my actions would have been? To hit a 20-foot jumper over his goddamn head to win the game.
Yeah, that's great. Let's do an if you could.
Let's.
Okay. If you could have theme music, a la wrestlers or closing pitchers.
That's easy.
Whenever you walked in the room.
Every time I enter the room.
Like just when you open the door, like it would hit the hard note, and then it's raining men.
Yeah. So in college, we'd have a pledge auction. The pledges would do a pledge auction for a fundraiser because they'd have to raise so much money. And so we'd set it up. The pledges would get a little intoxicated. We'd serve drinks to the girls, to actives who were wearing almost nothing, and the girls would get a little trashed. And then we'd bring a pledge out on stage, and they'd have theme music, and he'd have to dance, and the chicks would bid on him. I bought a pledge every year. And his sole purpose for 8 hours was wherever I walked into, he would walk in singing It's Raining Men before I entered.
Nice. So literally, that would be your theme song. You're not even. That's not a joke. That's not a punchline. That is. It would be your theme song if
Why
you got to
wouldn't
choose
it
one.
be? Well, it wouldn't be now. Oh, you know what? It wouldn't be now.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
Like,
it
I don't know.
wouldn't. It wouldn't be now. But at one point in my life, it was.
That would not be my theme song.
Ever. You would never pick that song to be your theme at any point in your life.
No.
Oh man.
Not ever. Not once. I'm trying to think of like.
And then you just walk in and go, "Hello, ladies."
Yeah. At some point, I mean, it might not have actually have been my theme song. I would have liked my theme song to have been like, fucking California Love or like, like I was the end of high school in particular. Like I was a straight OG from the West Side, sir. Well, I wasn't, but I thought I was, and I acted like one. I wanted to be a part of that culture. Now it would be something bluesy, but modern and lo-fi. I'm thinking maybe like something from Jack White.
Really?
Yeah, like maybe even like Jack White and Danger Mouse and a couple of other people did an album last year called Rome. That's this weird like spaghetti western sounding music almost.
Yeah.
Like there's 2 or 3 songs from that album that would be pretty fucking chilling to walk into a room to. Like those would be pretty badass. You know who else got a good soundtrack? The fucking Django Unchained, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God. There's a version of it's like Untouchable by Tupac mixed with the Payback from James Brown. That's really good.
You know, oh man, I
There's
know.
a John Legend song
I know
that's
what
really
song.
good.
I know what song I would pick.
What?
And it ain't even. It ain't even close.
All right.
Fucking Happy Birthday. Everywhere I entered, Happy Birthday to you would come on.
You get
And
free cake?
No, that's the point. No free cake. Everybody in that room hears Happy Birthday and they go, "Oh, fucking cake." Nope, just me coming in. Sorry, no cake for you, fatty in the corner.
And on that note, I think we're done today.
I don't feed resolutionists.
Nice.
I did have a man scout, man.
I will save it. We'll get to it next week because now we do this again. So you should save some material. I'm like my voice is done. It's been a long day already, and I got to do this again. I do this for a living, the talking.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for sticking with us through the small hiatus for the holidays and for my plague having. You can join us each and every week at twoguysonepod.com. Favor us on iTunes, review us, whatever it is, download us wherever you might, and tell your friends about us. Twoguysonepod.com. Twoguysonepod.com.
friends.
That's right. Tell 2 friends. Just for the new year. Make it your New Year's resolution. Thanks, and until next week, I'm one guy.
And I'm the other.
And this has been the podcast.
Hey, what are you? I was thinking about this last week. Do you have any New Year's traditions?
Not really.
Like, what do you eat on New Year's Day? What do you eat? Well, fuck, I'm asking the wrong person. Never mind.
Yeah, same thing I eat every day.
Yeah. What did your family eat?
You mean did they do the collard greens and black-eyed peas or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they do something like that. Yeah. My mom and my grandmother did. Yeah.
I've done it. I grew up doing it. Because my family did it. I still do it. Ever since I've been on my own, every fucking New Year's I've eaten cabbage, cornbread, and fucking black-eyed peas.
Do you like those things?
Yeah, but I would never eat just that. Oh, dude, I made some bomb cabbage, though.
Yeah, I want no part of your cabbage. I mean, unless you're talking about cheddar. Stacks. I don't know. Money is what I meant. I don't.